Good morning, dear friends. Today we will take some examples on group theory in chapter first. We already started chapter 1. So, though I already told some examples or applications of group, again I would like to highlight some application. Group theory is mostly used in chemistry, in molecular structure. We can focus on symmetry of compounds. We can also use group theory in Rubik cube. We already know the Rubik cube puzzle. To solve or to find the solution of Rubik cube puzzle, we use group theory. In cryptography also we use group theory. We know the cryptography is very important branch of mathematics. In Second World War, use of cryptography is used to send the secret messages of enemies. So, symmetry occurs in physics, in chemistry, in computer. So, and study of symmetry is important. That study made in group theory. Group theory is nothing but the written geometry, we can see, and geometry is nothing but the figure algebra. So today lecture is very important. In aspect of some examples of group, in exam always question is asked, so that this is a group, or we have to give the proof of some properties of group. So let us start our lecture. So in previous lecture, we took little bit revision. Group is a structure, that is G is a non-empty set. Group normally denoted by order pair. Before comma there is a set, and after comma there is a operation, addition, multiplication, whatever it may be, but binary operation. And group satisfies four property: closure property, associative property, existence of identity, and last property is existence of universe. And we talk about abelian group, means four property plus last property is commutative property. If commutative property satisfied, then it will be abelian group. This example also we took, so that this is a group under multiplication. We have defined G like this. This is about previous lecture. We took example as well as non-example. Here Z minus is group or not? The answer is it is not a group. I also gave the hint. I hope you understand this one, because it doesn't satisfy associative property. What is associative property? A star bracket B star C equal to A star B star C. Okay. To digest this concept, again we have to take some more examples. So suppose we take set G is a set of matrices of order 2 by 2, where these A, B, C, D, they are real numbers, and we take binary operation as a addition. So that is addition, usual addition of matrices. So prove that G plus is group. This we have to prove. All of you understand proof? Sorry, all of you understand question? Are you visible this screen? So let us start solution. Start for solution. To show the group, again G is a non-empty set, means mathematically we can write this is not equal to 5. First condition satisfied. Again I would like to revise those who missed previous lecture or they are not understand fully, they should remind. G is a group under addition. This is very important, or we can here write as a, this is a group under binary operation addition, which should satisfy closure property. So prove that is required. Want to satisfy 4 conditions. Which 4 conditions? First condition is G should satisfy closure property. What is closure property? Means closure property tells if you take any 2 elements in G, then their binary operation which you have given, that product or that should be comes in G. So we have to take the 2 elements in G. Elements in G. G is a set of matrices of order 2 by 2. So there should not be elements like 3 by 3 matrix or like this. So elements in G should be matrices. Matrices we denoted like capital alphabets. So let A and B 2 matrices. A is of order 2 by 2, B is also of order 2 by 2. They are belong to G. To satisfy closure property, we require first claim is A star, where star is given as a addition. This is our star or binary operation. Whatever you have given. that must be belongs to G. Is we have to check A is a matrix of 2 by 2, B is also matrix of order 2 by 2, then their addition, matrix addition, whether it is also matrix of order 2 by 2 or 3 by 3 or 4 by 4. If it is of order 2 by 2 and entries in that matrix are real number, then we can say that belong to G, otherwise not. So how we have to prove this property? Let A equal to A1, B1, C1, D1 and B equal to A2, B2, C2, D2. Then AIs, BIs, CI and DI belongs to set of real number, I varying from 1 to 2. So we have to check whether A plus B, that is belong to G. How we have to prove? Their addition. A is this, A plus B is like this. First entry is A1 plus A2. See the board carefully. B1 plus B2. Here C1 plus C2 and D1 plus D2. Addition of two real number is again real number, not complex number, always real number. Addition of any two, so these are belong to real number, this is entry belong to real number, this entry also belong to real number. So which in short, if you observe the structure, and this is 2 by 2 matrix, so that must be belong to set G. So in this way, and this is not only true for particular AI, BI, CI, they are any AI, BI, CI numbers, real numbers. So in short, we can say closure property satisfies. What is next property? First is closure, second is associative property or associativity. What is associative property? If there are three elements in G, namely say A, B, C belong to G, then our claim is it satisfies associative property. Associative described in this way. First do the addition of first and second element, then in that we have to add third element. That should be equal to A should be added in this bracket B plus C. First we add second and third. This is true for all. This is called for every also. This is not very satisfy for particular ABC, any element in G, or we can say any arbitrary element. So it is easy to verify. Take A equal to like this. So we have already shown closure property. So A, just substitute A like this, B like this, C may be A3, B3, C3, D3, like this entry, and we come to the conclusion that this left hand side will be look as a A1 plus B1 plus C1. Sorry. A1 plus A2 plus A3, B1 plus B2 plus B3, C1 plus C2 plus C3, D1 plus D2 plus D3. Similarly, we can verify this right hand side. First do the addition of this, then it will like a A2 plus A3 first entry, second is B2 plus B3. In that first matrix we have to add, then it will looks like this. So right hand side, after simplifying, we can also come to this conclusion. So from this we can say left hand side is equal to right hand side. In this way we can prove. So we can say clearly or homework to you. Let us to show third property. Third condition of group. Up to now we have shown first is closure property, second is associative property. Now let us go for try to show third property. Now let us talk about third property, existence of identity. What is this property? Means there exists identity matrix, there exists an element, say matrix that is denoted by say E belongs to G such that A is any matrix, and we have given binary operation as addition. A plus E, that should be equal to A. For all A belong, not only particular A, but for all A belongs to G. So there should be, if there is exist matrix E which work as a, which satisfy this equation, such a matrix exists, then that E is called identity element in G, and that is exist in G. That's why we can say existence of identity. So we have to check whether there exist such a matrix E in G or not. Note that again, A plus E equal to A. A is any matrix in G. So we have, suppose we take A matrix as a A1, B1, C1, D1, and we don't know E matrix, what is entries in E matrix. Suppose since E is also a matrix, so it looks like this 2 by 2 matrix, 4 entries. Suppose these entries are, let's say, E1, E2, E3, E4. So consider A plus E equal to A. We have to find the value of E. Means in E matrix which entries are there, means what is the value of E1, E2, E3, E4, like that. So there is one equation and one unknown, namely E. A plus E, after simplifying this we get this matrix, and these two matrices are equal, means their corresponding entries are equal. So we get A1 plus E1 equal to A1 from first equation. From this second, this entry and this entry is same, means B1 plus E2 equal to B1, and C1 plus E3 equal to C1, D1 plus E4 equal to D1. See here, this entry is equal to D1. So from first equation we get E1 equal to 0. A1 plus E1 equal to A1 means E1 is equal to A1 minus A1, so that is 0. B1 plus E2 equal to B1 means E2 equal to B1 minus B1, E2 is also 0. Similarly E3 also 0. Similarly E4 is also 0. So E matrix is 0, 0, 0, 0. And that is all entries are real numbers, so that is belong to G. So we succeed to find identity element in G which satisfy this equation. A plus E1, A plus E equal to A. A is any arbitrary matrix. A1, B1, C1, D1, any real number. Then also this is work. It is not necessary always we get the identity matrix for any set G under some binary operation. Such type of example also we are going to take. Now last property is existence of inverse. Existence of inverse. What is existence of inverse property? Means for given any element A in G, there exists element B in G such that B is work as an inverse for A under binary operation addition. Here addition is given. So A plus B is equal to identity, and we already got identity from third property. Note that this inverse property we can verify after property of identity. So what is E? From third property we already know the E 0, 0, 0, 0. And suppose we take A matrix as a A1, B1, C1, D1 and B as a say A2, B2, C2, D2. So we want to find what is B matrix. What is B matrix? That means what is value of A2, B2, C2, D2? What is the entries of, what is value of A2, B2, C2, D2? In set of rational number, inverse of 2 is 1 by 2 under multiplication, and in set of real number say inverse, additive inverse of 2 is minus 2. Additive inverse of 3 is minus 3. I am particularly speaking additive inverse, means binary operation is addition, then inverse of 3 is minus 3. If the binary operation is multiplication, then inverse of 3 is 1 by 3. So here binary operation we have given as addition, matrix addition. So to find value of B, we particularly B matrix we have to take on left hand side. A2, B2, C2, D2 is equal to 0, 0, 0, 0 minus A1, B1, C1, D1 is equal to minus A1, minus B1, minus C1, minus D1. Left hand side as it is. So we get, this is nothing but our B. B is nothing but this matrix, minus A1, minus B1, minus C1, minus D1. B work as a inverse for A. This is our A matrix. Note that having entries A1, B1, C1, D1. Corresponding to A, we get B matrix, minus A1, minus B1, minus C1, minus D1, such that their addition is identity element, means 0, 0, 0, 0. Means, in short, like A matrix is say 7, 8, minus 2, 3. Then it inverse under binary operation will be given as minus 7, minus 8. I particularly use this notation. This is additive inverse actually. Minus 7, minus 8, plus 2 and minus 3. Because we have given binary operation as a addition. Understand? This is rough discussion, you can see. So this inverse property satisfied by the set G. This is not only for this particular element. This is arbitrary element A. So for each and every element there exists inverse. That's why we can say all four properties of satisfied by group G. See here. All four properties satisfied by G. So G is a group under addition, matrix addition, or we can say G plus is group. Moreover, it is abelian group. Means it satisfies commutative property, means A plus B equal to B plus C. Then we can say it is abelian group. So this is as a homework. Prove that G plus is abelian group. G is defined in previous example like that. That is set of 2 by 2 matrix. We can generalize this for and create one another example. Suppose G is a set of all matrices of order 3 by 3, and entries in matrix A are real number. Then we can show this is a group under addition. We can also generalize these for n by n, 4 by 4 matrix also, that is also group. 5 by 5, that is also group. We can do, this is also good homework to you. Similarly, if you take set of rational number under addition is also group. But if you take set of rational number suppose this is example 5, and so check is a group or not. Here binary operation given as a multiplication. So we can say closure property satisfies, associative also satisfies, identity property also satisfies. Here identity element is how we can find, suppose A is any number in Q and binary operation is multiplication. Suppose identity element is E, we don't know what is E. I directly focusing on giving hint regarding property 3, identity property. So A into E equal to A for all E belongs to G. We have to try to find whether there exists E or not. So AE means usual multiplication, AE, A cancel, E equal to 1, and 1 definitely belong to Q. So identity property satisfies, but we have to check whether inverse property satisfies or not. This is main thing. This is last property. So for given A, there exists, given A belongs to Q, there exists B belongs to Q such that A B equal to E. E is here 1 from this. So AB equal to 1 means for each element in Q there exists B such that their product is 1. Roughly we can say if we take A equal to say 3, then B equal to we have to take 1 by 3, so that 3 into 1 by 3 it is 1. Suppose we take 13, then we have to choose B as a 1 by 13, so 1. In first observation we feel like for every element, even negative also, minus 13, inverse of minus 13 under multiplication, binary operation dot 1 upon minus 13. So each and every element has a inverse. Such type of we may feel, but this is not true. There exists element 0. Suppose we take A equal to 0, because 0 is also in Q. So for 0 there does not exist B such that their product is 1. There does not exist B belongs to Q such that 0 into B equal to 1, because 0 into B 0, 0 is equal to 1. This is contradiction. This is symbol of contradiction. It is not possible. So inverse property not satisfied. So we can say that Q, set of rational number, is not group under binary operation multiplication. But if we take another example, if you remove say 0, is set of all rational number except 0. So this is Q minus singleton 0, means all rational number except 0, that is group under multiplication, binary operation multiplication, because every element has an inverse. Here we are facing problem about 0, but we have given a set such that in that set 0 is not there. This is also written as Q star. Similarly, R star, or set of real number minus singleton 0, all real numbers except 0. This is also group under multiplication. Similarly, we can talk about Zn. Zn is nothing but the 0 bar, 1 bar. In FIBC we already studied such type of remainder set. Say Z5 having entry say 0 bar, 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar and 4 bar. Here what is the property under addition? Suppose 3 bar plus 4 bar. I revise this concept, that is 7 bar. But what is 7 bar in Z5? Means what is the remainder of 7 bar? 7 if we divide by 5, that is 2 bar. So addition of 3 bar plus 4 bar is 2 bar. One of the example is like these are 7 days. 1 week contains 7 days, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So whatever we do the operation, that is coming in terms of day only, say Sunday, Monday. Another example like Z12, that is real life example, like our clock of 12 hours. So 12 plus 1, that is 13, means 1 o'clock. Here 0 bar, 1 bar, dash up to 11 bar. So 11 bar plus 4 bar, that is say 15 bar, means 3 bar. Means in what, suppose 11 o'clock is there in the morning. After 4 hours we come to the conclusion there is a 3 o'clock. because we are using Z12 group. So this is the Zn like this. So this is also group under addition. Note that Zn is denoted like this. This is a group under addition, like here binary operation addition. Let's take one example. We have given the set G equal to set of real number minus singleton 1. It's all real numbers except 1. And we have given binary operation that is defined in this way. A star B means that binary operation is like this. A star B is A plus B minus AB. A and B are any two elements. Then first we do the addition minus their product. Suppose this is a triangle is one element, another say rectangle. So triangle plus rectangle minus triangle into rectangle, like this. These are any two elements in G. We have to find the identity element and also compute the inverse of A or inverse for A. So first we focus on solution. First we focus on identity element. How we have to find is how we have to calculate the E, that is normally identity element denoted by E. So with the help of this equation, A star E equal to A for all A belongs to G. So A star E, by the definition of A star B, we get this step A plus E minus AB, left hand side, right hand side is. If we simplify this, then we get E equal to E into 1 minus A, but 1 minus A never be 0 because we have given A is in G, and so if A is in G, A must not equal to 1, because if you consider this second bracket is 0, then that gives the contradiction or it is not possible. So definitely E is equal to 0. So in this way we get the identity, existence of identity property. And second question is find the inverse of A. Means if somebody gave the A corresponding to E, what is the inverse of A? So suppose inverse is B. Our job is to find the value of B. Again A star B equal to E. E already find, that is 0. A star B by the definition A plus B minus AB. So if we simplify this, we get value of B is minus A upon 1 minus A. So for A, this minus A upon 1 minus A work as a inverse. Similarly, there is another problem in exercise. If the set is like this, Q minus singleton minus 1, and operation given like this, A star B as A plus B plus AB, then try to find out identity element and inverse. I hope you understand, you enjoy this lecture. Thank you.